Have you ever scored an NES, whether it be for personal use or business? You're super excited, you plug it in and you get the blinking red light, or you get this craziness where you plug it in, turn it on, and it just starts to blink. First time that happened to me, I was super bummed because I thought this was gonna be my score. For 40 bucks, I scored this whole NES lot. Went to go fix it up so I can flip it on eBay, and this happens. So after some research and doing a few flips myself, I discovered what the main issue is that causes this. For 10 bucks, 10 minutes of your time, you can fix this up and have it ready to go. What's up guys, Chaz here with Side Hustle Pros, where we bring you tips, tools, and tactics to help you develop your business and your lifestyle. Now in today's video, I'm going to show you step by step how to replace your 72-pin connector for your NES. This 72-pin connector is exactly how your games actually plug in and you push it down. So what you have here is the cartridge connection, and then on the bottom portion, this plugs into the actual motherboard. I'm going to show you step by step how to disassemble your NES and how to finally get rid of that blinking light or the blinking screen. Now, side note, if you want to just refurbish or clean this, you can as well. Take some rubbing alcohol, put it inside of here. You can even take very, very fine grit sandpaper and go through here and brush. But let's face it, this is only 10 bucks. You might as well replace it so you have years to come of playtime on this. So whether you're doing this for personal use on your own NES or if you are doing this to flip on eBay or Amazon, I highly recommend that you get this replaced. That way it's not going to disappoint customers. So without further ado, let's dive in. I'll show you guys step by step exactly how to do this. Literally all you guys need is your new pin connector, and you just need a small Phillips head screwdriver. Your main set of screws, there's going to be a few different layers of these. So your first ones are going to be on the bottom. So we're going to flip this over. First step, you can actually pop this middle guy off, and this can hold all of your screws. So first layer on your base kit here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to lift this case off. Layer number 2, you're just going to take those screws out that are around the outside. Pop this guy off. Next up, we have the actual game cartridge holder right here. So what you're going to do is take those screws on the outside off. Now we should be able just to pop this guy off with a little bit of wiggle room on these screws. Just take these out. So for this guy, you're actually just going to slide this off. Just like that. All right, and lastly, you're gonna have a few of these deeper screws in here, so just pay attention where those are connected. Once you're done with that, you're just going to pop this motherboard up. Here's your pin connector right here. So now we're just gonna slide this off like a regular cartridge would be. There you have the old one. Now, like I said, if you want to go through the process and refurbish this and clean this old one up, you can go for it. Replacement parts are only 10 bucks, so you might as well put a new one on there. Now, one extra step you might want to consider is actually cleaning off the actual motherboard pins. So we're going to take some regular rubbing alcohol. Always want to make sure that's actually dried off afterwards as well. Bonus step, take some aerosol spray. Get all the dust and particles off there. Now we're going to take our new pin connector, put it on there. You guys want the top portion that sticks out to be on the very top. So when we're putting this back on, that part that sticks out is going to be on top here. Slide it right back on. So you guys can see how that upper portion is sticking out. That's where that game cartridge sticks in before it pushes down. Make sure you've got a solid connection on there. And that's it. Now we just reverse the process, put your screws back on, and it's good to go. Bonus tip, before you tighten down any one screw, make sure they all fit back in the proper way. That way the holes aren't going to be misaligned. Now when putting this guy back on, the piece that has the game cartridge, make sure this silver piece is facing towards the front of the console, and you're actually gonna slide this underneath that pin connector. And real quick, before you put this back on, there's a very crucial step you wanna make sure to properly install this. Don't just put it on and call it good, or you might find that when you do put your game cartridge in here, it's not going to quite fit. Because what happens is this lip right here, you want to make sure goes underneath the motherboard. If it goes on top and it's not underneath where it should be, you're going to have an extra centimeter of space that's not going to work with that game cartridge. So here's how we do this. You're going to start the process of sliding it onto the cartridge and make sure that on the bottom this lip is going to slip right where it should be. So the end result should be this black lip right here being underneath that motherboard. You do not want it to slide on top like that because that game cartridge is going to have a tough time getting in there. Make sure it's on top like that. You guys are going to notice one of these screws was slightly longer than the other one, and you want that to go on the inner one. Next is going to be your cover. Lastly, put that cover back on. Good to go. Now that we've got the new connector in there, let's go test it out. There you have it, folks. That is how you fix your 72-pin connector. Replace the whole thing with a new one. They are only 10 bucks on Amazon. If you want to get a hold of one of those, just check out the description below for a link. And aside from that, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We have a lot more eBay style videos coming up in the future, and I'm excited to be providing you guys some more content value. This has been Chaz. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great day.